So what is the difference between a sound designer, a composer and a music director?
Sound designer means he's the director of sound, so he's going to take all the responsibility of sound in terms of sound that is required for the film. So it's like a dialogue, maybe FX, ambience, foley, all kind of sounds, including background score and the songs and other stuff. So when it comes to music directors, there are two kind of music directors. One is doing the songs for the films, and another one is doing the music for the films, like background score for the films. And sometimes same music director might does everything for the same film, like in case of like A.R. Rahman. So A.R. Rahman is creating music, songs, and then background score also for the same film. So when you're asking for the composers are those guys like who are composing the music. Like, suppose you're a music director and then you're explaining the pattern of the songs to the composer. Okay, this song is going to be like that, the tune is going to be like that. I like to use the tune in that way. I need this kind of music, so I want to add this and that. Like I want to use some symphony, or I want to add some group violins or something, or I want to add some different kind of guitars, maybe ukulele or maybe mandolin or something like that. So composers compose everything for the music directors.
How do you look at a script and feel where the music fits?
When we are reading the script, then some ideas comes to our mind. So equally we write down it, like how it's going to be sound or what kind of sound is required for that particular scene.
How much time does it take for you to design a sound for a particular film?
Like for sound design purpose, like for each and every film takes different time, but we work to 3 months to 9 months.
You have been a part of so many Bollywood films. For the past 15 years you are in Mumbai, and you are also doing regional films and documentary. How different is Bollywood and regional film in terms of sound designing?
We get artistic satisfaction, aesthetic satisfactions for doing regional films, where we can get complete freedom and we can go up to any level of our imaginations when we do the sound design for those kind of films. And these films are representing India in different international film festivals in the world. That's the reason, like, it is our responsibility to support those kind of films. So we do those kind of films for Mumbai film industry. Whatever films that are coming out for commercial purpose, like, those are like basically for different kind of audiences. Films like PK, or films like Kick, or films like Kaabil, or films like Highway. So it has a different kind of audience, and then they will watch this kind of film. So we have to design in some different perspective.
Your two films, as we said, Village Rockstar and ISHU, both great films creating quite a lot of buzz. In terms of sound designing, how different is it for Village Rockstar and ISHU? What's special that you have used in these two films?
Village Rockstar and ISHU, both are regional film, and both are very, very small budget films. It doesn't have any money, in terms of production value, but it has lots of aesthetic values. For Village Rockstar, it has different timings. Like it has winter, it has a monsoon, it has flood. It is also, the situations after flood. What will happen. So it's lots of natural changes within the films, so that means when nature changes, sound also changes. So that film is very raw, so I just tried to create a completely raw, realistic sound for the film. If you see in ISHU, it has also background scores, but the Village Rockstar doesn't have any background score, so there is no music in Village Rockstar, and ISHU has a background score. So that when background score is also coming, so I have to balance my sound, and also I have to design my sound along with the music, so that my sound design and then music, the background score, can dissolve together and enhance the situations to another level.
How different are the softwares and hardware that you use in Bollywood and in regional film?
We are using the same technology, we are using the same platform, working platform for both regionals and Bollywood movies. So there is no difference. Software that you are talking about, so we are using Pro Tools. Basically we are using and creating everything with that software only. It's called Pro Tools, and it has lots of plugins.
You are a name behind films like Ra.One, Ghajini, we have PK, Kaabil. There are many Bollywood films. Which is the first Bollywood film where you designed the sound, and out of all the Bollywood films and regional films, which is your favorite and proudest film you're proud of?
I started my career way back in 2002 as a sound editor. So I used to do foley editing, ambience editing, FX editing, something like that. Actually, I have been doing sound design since 2004, but I can't say officially because my name did not appear as a sound designer. It came as a sound design editor or as a sound editor. Okay. So in terms of My first film is concerned, this is called Ghajini. So Ghajini was my first film where my name appears as a sound designer. I'm doing the sound design along with Rasul Pukuti. Everybody knows him. He's a Oscar winner, Academy Award winner. So he and I are partners, and then we work together. We have been doing so many films. So during this process, I think I have done more than 100 films, and then some 30 different small films and documentaries. And I think there are few films were very tough. I think one is called a Malayalam film called Kerala Varma Pazhassi Raja, because this is the Malayalam regional films, and this is based in a story which is gone back to 1795. You know, that means 17th century film. So it was quite difficult. Lots of fightings were there, arrow fighting, gun fighting with the British. So that was one of the toughest films that I have ever done in terms of regional films are concerned. And that film also brought me a national award, that Malayalam film.
You mentioned Rasul Pukuti, you mentioned Oscar. You are also a part of Oscar governing bodies. So congratulations for that.
It was indeed a great moment for my entire career, because I spent some 15 years, and then finally, you know, I am received such a great invitations from them. So now I am a proud member of the Academy, the Oscars, and then I have the voting right, so that I can also vote for it.
That's
so
great.
yeah.
From sound designer, you are turning into a producer for a movie called Zoo, backed by Anurag Kashyap, which is directed by Shlok Sharma.
Shlok is a close friend of mine, and then we almost started our career together way back in 2001 or 2. Shlok was from Delhi. So Shlok just came to me and then asked me whether I can do the films, because he shot the entire film with iPhone 6 or 7, I forgot. So it is entirely done by iPhone. So would you really interested to do that? I told him, you know, let me show the film, so that, you know. Then I saw the film. It was very interesting, and then even if it is done by iPhone, I told him, yeah, I'll do that. And he told me, see, like, you know, sir, no, I don't have that much money, because you know, I'm doing with very minimalistic budget, so hardly any money. So I would like to be you in my film as an executive producer, if you don't mind. Okay, it's all right. Then I took the film, and then I have done the film. That's entire sound post production was done by me.
Thank you so much for being here.